Hey, what is up, investors? So in this video, I want to talk about one of my favorite stocks to talk about, and that is FUBO TV, ticker symbol FUBO. Now, FUBO TV is a sports-first live TV streaming platform, very similar to, say, like YouTube TV or the live TV system that Hulu has to stream. Very similar to those ones, but this one is geared more towards sports broadcasting. They have many different sports channels and even their own little sports network that they're working on. So this company is growing, though. They just released their financials, which was a surprise to some people, but not really to me. And they've grown their user base a pretty good amount. So I want to cover all that in this video. So as we get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor and please be sure to smash, destroy, and annihilate that like button, as it helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm and it helps spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting. Also, subscribe if you have not already. And if you want to be a Patreon and join the private Discord, I have one. The link is in the description. Thank you to all the Patreons. And now, let's get to it. All right, so looking over at the watch list right now, a lot of red. We have a lot of red in our market right now. A lot of the growth stocks that we invest into, they're all doing bad. I mean, everybody probably watching this video has many stocks right now that are not seeing green. And there is one, though. There is one. There is FUBO TV at this moment as I'm making this video. FUBO TV is up 9.6%. So that's good that we're seeing some movement here with FUBO TV because I really like this stock and I think it has a lot of potential here. So this is FUBO from the last 6 months. Now, currently where FUBO is currently trading at is at prices that it was back in November 2020. Now, to think about here, though, this stock didn't hit the market until October of 2020. So right now, it's still trying to find its place, and investors are kind of unsure what they want to do with it. But looking at the overall graph here, what it tells us is what we're seeing that is very similar to a lot of these growth stocks are out there, that it had some big runs going into the end of the year and pretty good runs in February, which a lot of these growth stocks had. Actually, FUBO TV looks like their stock did actually the same thing that we saw with all the other ones. Dropped a lot in February, and then the price went crashing down from there. So depending on how you are as an investor, how you look at this, if you look at the stock like I do, I look at it like people were willing to pay for FUBO TV for prices that were above $60 a share at one point back in December. And now the stock is trading for less than $20 a share, even on a day where the stock was up more than 9%. Now, FUBO generates the revenues from different ways. They have their different packages that they offer with their service, where you can get X amount of different channels. You can get different options for how many devices you want to stream, and you can also apply different locations that you want to be able to stream from. So besides growing revenues from customers that are joining their streaming service, FUBO TV also generates revenues from advertisements, because FUBO TV has their own network, which is also available on other streaming services where you don't even need FUBO TV to be able to access that. You can watch that from a Roku TV and it just be one of the channels in the lineup there. So FUBO TV has been around since 2015. So keep that in mind as I go through their recent earnings report that is for Q1 2021 that ended on March 31st. So the company closed the strongest first quarter in its history, delivering better than expected growth in subscribers, 590,430, up 105% year over year, including 43,000 net additions in the quarter. Total revenues, $119.7 million, up 135% year over year, and advertising revenue, $12.6 million, up 206% year over year. The quarter marked the first time FUBO TV achieved sequential subscriber and revenue growth in any first quarter despite seasonal trends. So to give you an idea of their advertising revenue growth, it's increasing quite a bit from where it was at in first quarter of 2019 to first quarter of 2020 to especially now, with it being up over 206% just from 1 year. Now, as far as how that plays out per user, they actually are netting $7.11 their first quarter 2021 per user. And that's up 57% from where they were the first quarter of 2020. So huge, large advertising increases, big part of the business here, huge catalyst to be thinking about with this company. As they're growing in subscribers, they're going to be growing in advertising revenue as well. So this increase of revenues for the first quarter being better than they expected helped them raise their guidance. So for the second quarter of 2021, they're expecting revenues to be at $121 million, so up about $2 million from where it was before. And for the full year revenue, they're expecting the revenues to be at $525 million. Now, as far as the quarterly subscribers, they're expecting to grow around 13,000 subscribers by the second quarter of 2021. I should say by the end of the second quarter of 2021, and in the full year of 2021 with 840,000 subscribers. Now, the really surprising thing here is that FUBO TV wasn't expecting their revenues to be up for the first quarter of 2021 from where they were at in the fourth quarter of 2020. They thought that they would have some subscribers that were going to drop off and their revenues were going to be down because there's not a whole lot going on in the first quarter of the year. Not a whole lot of things looking forward to as far as sports. Of course, there's a Super Bowl, but after the Super Bowl, there's not a whole lot left after that point. So they were expecting a good amount of subscribers to drop off during that time, which is something that did not happen. They actually ended up above from where they thought they were going to be. So that's a very interesting thing because they actually grew 43,000 subscribers. And if you look at how it played out last year during this time, they had actually reported that they lost 28,000 subscribers. But another thing that's also surprising is that when you think about what's going on in the world right now and how more things are starting to open up, one of the biggest catalysts for these streaming services was in 2020 was that a lot of people were home. People were just sitting around watching TV. They were spending more money on these services. Now, that actually really helped out FUBO TV because it got a lot more people knowing about this service. So when they would have thought that they would have been losing subscribers as more things started to open up, that was not the case. They actually grew much more subscribers than they thought they would have at a time that they could have easily been losing them. So as more things start to happen with sports and the World Cup and all that stuff, which FUBO TV has also bought some exclusive rights to be able to do certain streaming of it, which is something I talked about in a previous video. This company has plenty of catalysts to be able to have substantial growth here in the not too distant future. Now, obviously, this video is just my own personal opinion. This is not financial advice, but I think that there is a lot of potential with FUBO TV. Very bullish on this company, and just seeing where the stock has come from in this short amount of time, going from being a stock that's been worth, $60 a share to under $20 a share. That's something that I got to be looking at, especially this growth that this company is having. Plenty of catalysts to look forward to in the future, and they're not losing subscribers at a time when you think that they would be losing subscribers. So I think there's a lot of growth for this company in the future and plenty of good things to be coming. Just my opinion, though. So anyways, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on FUBO TV. It's great to talk about a stock, in my opinion, other than cryptocurrencies, which we've been talking about a lot recently. So with that being said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. New videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video coming very soon.